down for the drills. That's anywhere, that's anytime, you can still get pills. I'm aiming for wigs, so I'm aiming to kill. Set up in the men's, don't give a fuck, you can still get drilled. All I wanna do is crash that porn. My niggas them told me make peace before you go to war. I said fuck that, I wanna drill now and then drill some more. Smoke my man in the face, yeah that point got scored. Couldn't give a toss about law. Niggas no CP. More time if it was done by the 7, it was done by me. I ride for my G's, put my heart on the streets. So if you see me, that's not my teeth. So chat tough and I'm spinning round. Ask the ops how that spin the sounds. When I spin the banks, try and know that's a nigga down. And where I'm from, we always know to keep things around. All the risks that the team be taking. That's why my nigga Nero's money.
Salute all, salute. Hope you're good out there. This is a new thing what I'm trying out, a live stream every Saturday night. I would have been a bit earlier, but I've been pissing around as always. So quickly want to just recap on a fight from a couple of weeks ago. I'm not going to talk about it too long, but the Josh Taylor fight versus Teofimo Lopez, and where do I see both of these fighters going from now? Salute to you, brother. I can't pronounce your name. I'll give you a wrench anyway. But I hope you're good. And somewhat creative. Salute to you anyway, brother. I know who you are. You're a good man, you. Been making comments in my videos. Much appreciated. So, yeah, quickly. I watched that fight a couple of weeks ago, and like I said, I don't want to harp on about it for too long. For me, I said that fight was a 50-50 fight, which I knew it was. A lot of people had Josh Taylor to win that fight, but for me, I think being inactive for 15 months out of the ring with injuries and stuff like that played a big part in that. Plus, I think Lopez is a lot better fighter than what people give him credit for. But for me, I just watched an interview a few days ago, Josh Taylor, on about he's moving up to 147, or he could be moving up to 147. For me, I don't see the point in that, because I don't see him beating any of the, this is just my personal view, I don't see him beating any of the top 147 fighters. It's a shame that he lost the belt and he didn't fight Catterall before, because now I can't see Jack Catterall fighting Josh Taylor now, unless it's for big money, because there's no belts on the line. And it was obvious that, well, I wouldn't say it was obvious, but to me, I thought there's a possibility of Josh Taylor losing that belt to Teofimo Lopez. That's why I said the fight was a 50-50 fight. And that's what happened. Tyrone, salute to you, bro. Hope you're good. Can you hear me, Ty? Because I've changed my mic over tonight, because that other Rode mic's been giving me a load of shit. Was well happy Taylor lost. I dislike him as much as Fury with the attitude. Now he's lost twice in a row, as well as now Catterall won and got robbed. Yeah, absolutely, Dave. I'll give you a wrench, because I've seen you quite often in my chat. So salute to you. Yeah, we can hear you well. All right, crystal clear. Cool. So what did you think, Ty, of the fight? Because like I said, I don't want to harp on it about it too long, because I've got other topics that I want to get through. But for me, I think Josh Taylor, I wouldn't say I don't know. He's just not looked himself for a long time since the Reeds. He's a former shadow of himself, of the Taylor. Very impressed with Lopez. Yeah, exactly, Ty. That's what I said. A lot of people were writing Lopez off, saying oh, he's finished and stuff like that. Or I heard a lot of channels saying that they had Josh Taylor to win that fight, but for me, I don't know, man. Just Lopez is a good fighter, man. I don't particularly like the guy because he's a racist. His dad's an absolute fucking bellend. But one thing I can't take away from the kid can fight, man. The kid can fight, and he proved that. I know Josh Taylor ain't as good as what he used to be. Is he the age and the injuries what he's had and the lack of performances in the ring? Because I think is he only fought twice since Jose Ramirez fight, something like that. But I don't know. A load of people outside. But yeah, a fair play to Lopez. Now Lopez is being a bell end again now, asking for stupid figures for be fighting people. Tyrone just and Dave and the brother, I can't pronounce that name, but I know who you are. I was going to call you creator. Who do you think is the king of the 140s? After watching Regis, because I love Regis Prograis, I think he's a brilliant fighter. But he had a lackluster performance last weekend, or was that Daniel Zarillo or whatever he was called, but probably butchering his name. Is he a better fighter than what we think? To be honest, Fury is a monster. To be honest, Fury is a monster of their own creations. 90% of the people who hate Fury are now huge fans and begged him to beat Wilder. Some people get what they get, no matter who they face. It's the same. Yeah, Lopez best fighter at 140. What you reckon? I'd say Lopez. Right. Okay. Salute, Alex. Hope you got out there, brother. Thanks for popping through. All right. So you're saying Lopez. Right. Interesting. What you think? You think Lopez could beat Regis Prograis? Be a brilliant fight. Don't get me wrong. Do you think? Do you think Jose Ramirez is still? Or has he moved up with Ramirez? I don't know. I swear I read something he was moving up. Could be wrong. Or do you think? Do you think Ramirez is still any good, or it's a 50-50? Who's that, Alex? Between Regis and Lopez? On your on one of your old streams, I said that Prograis was just a cup fighter. Here we go. And that Taylor will beat him convincingly. Lopez would deal with Regis easy. Yeah. Oh, right, Alex, I know who you mean. Right, okay. I beg to differ, me. I think Regis would deal with him. Bruce Gas, salute to you, OG. Hope you've got out there, Bruce. I need to catch you, Bruce, because man, you've been showing some real support for you a long, long time. Appreciate you, Bruce, really do. And all of you, appreciate everyone. But I'm going to catch you, Bruce. It's a shame, man. I'm like 6 hours in front of you lot. It's like, what time is it over? It's not gone 9 o'clock at night over here in the evening. But yeah, salute to you. Right, so you all think that. Right, okay, that's interesting. I'm going to have to go back and watch a few of Lopez's fights and probably do a video on this because I think Regis is the best at 140, but I know he had a bit of a bad performance last week. But hey, oh, here's the man, AJ. Salute to you, brother. I'm based in Scotland. Excuse me. Oh, lovely country, Scotland. Lovely country. I'm based in Scotland, so I know a little bit more about Scottish boxing from the rumours Taylor hasn't really been giving it everything from the moment he beat Ramirez and unified. Right. Interesting. Interesting. Thanks, AJ. Alex has put, I do think Prograis is a top fighter, though. Yes, almost definitely, yes. Volts, good man. Salute to you, Volts. He's put lots D. Hope you well, brother. Yeah, and you, brother. Thanks for popping through. Salute and welcome to everyone. Yeah. Right, AJ, so that's where you're based. What part of Scotland, if you don't mind me asking, brother? One of my bucket lists is to go to the top of the Hebrides, right up in the Highlands. I want to do the west coast of Scotland, as all round there. Stormy, salute to you, bro. Stormy, I sent you an email, brother. I don't know if you got it. I got back and I sent you an email. Because I didn't hear anything, I just went live. But salute to you. We can do it next week anyway, Stormy, if you want. Or we can schedule something. Just let me know, bro. Right. So, right, okay. So Regis ain't getting that love. I responded several times. Hang on, Stormy, let me. Yeah, I know you did, but did you respond to the last one I sent you when I said I'm back at home? Just one sec, Stormy. Let me go get my other phone. It's this fucking phone shite. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, you did. My bad, Stormy. Oh, I didn't even see them, brother. Yeah, see him here. I didn't even see him, mate. Because I've been using that phone and not this one. Fucking hell, Stormy. Sorry, brother, mate. Yeah, you responded to me. Fucking hell, what? Oh, I feel alright, twat, now. Sorry, Stormy, mate. I honestly didn't see him. I really didn't see him, brother, because I've not been using this phone. I've had my work's phone, but I use that. Fucking hell, Stormy. I'm sorry, mate. I really am. My bad, Stormy. We'll do it next week, definitely, brother. Definitely. Definitely. I'm sorry for letting you down, mate. I don't like doing shit like that. I never even saw it, Stormy. I responded to you when I come back from shopping, and then I've not seen no emails on that phone. And you have. My bad. We can do it next week then, Stormy. No problem, brother. Um, right, where am we getting now? Oh, Boltsy's talking. Dave, isn't Dufonte, excuse me, roughly at 140? I'm shit at knowing everything. One expects weight classes because his number one if he's at that sort out the weight. And you agree, Loz? Well, I don't know with Tank's up and down, isn't he? I mean, I think Devon Haney. I don't think Devon Haney should move up. I'd like him to move up because I think I don't know. Don't know. For me, Devon beat down, bro. I can't read that because that stupid thing's in the way. Oh, all right, Stormy. I'm sorry, mate. I really am. Makes it better for next week anyway, Stormy. We'll fucking roast him. We'll put him to the grill. Most definite, brother. AJ, based in Glasgow nowadays, the boxing community is very small, so you get information easily. Definitely visiting Scotland, a fantastic. Yes, Scotland's a beautiful country, man. Absolutely beautiful country. I'd love live up there. I really would. If I didn't have my son down here, I'd reckon I'd move up there. I'd love to retire up there. The countryside is just fucking out of this world. It's like something from Canada. Beautiful. So right, okay, let's move on then, because there's different topics that I want to talk about. Stormy, I'll shoot you an email after, man. I'm sorry, brother. I really am. Feel a right bastard for that. I've never even seen it, Stormy. Right, let's get in on Conor Ben. Let's talk about Mr. Eggman. Let's talk about this clown and fucking the arrogance and the arrogance of this man. Right. I want to rip into this geezer because I can't stand him. I'm sorry. I loved his dad. His dad was an iconic hero for me over here. Not so much for the American brothers. across the pond. But as a British man, Nigel Benn, Eubanks, Watson, all of them, I grew up watching them, loved them. Can't fault Nigel one bit. Thought he's a tremendous fighter. But his son, yeah, I know Nigel was arrogant himself as a fighter, but not on a level like this guy is. This guy just thinks he's above the law. He thinks that he thinks, right, that he can do what he wants, when he wants, how he wants, and no one can question what he wants to do. But the fact of the matter is, the fans are the police because we pay your freaking wages. We pay for the merch, we pay for the tickets, we pay for the pay-per-views, we pay for the seats in the stadium, we pay for everything. Where's the slave? Salute to you, bro. El Spence Jr. has zero chance, a mismatch. I'm going to get into that fight. I'm going to get into that, Wizard, but salute to you, brother. Is it me, or is it just me that thinks that this kid is just, he's bad for boxing? I mean, I don't mean as a fighter. I mean the shit, the shenanigans, what this kid thinks he can do. He thinks that he doesn't have to address the British Boxing Board of Control, and that he can just go out there and fight Eubanks. And Eubanks wants flogging. He wants flogging, man. I was a Eubanks fan, and I still am. But I tell you what, if Eubanks gets in the ring with him, I won't forgive him. And I tell you what, Stormy, that was a great video what you did on them last week. I watched that. That was a brilliant video on Eddie Hearn and Eubanks and not Nigel Benn, Eubanks and Conor Benn, how they're trying to swindle and get away with stuff like this. It's wrong, man. It's wrong. British boxing's taking a big dive at the moment for all these shenanigans, what's going on. And I just think if Chris Eubanks, who I've always liked as a fighter, not my best fighter, but I like him, and I like him because I loved his dad, and I actually like Chris Eubanks. But for me, if he was to get in the ring in Abu Dhabi or wherever it is that they're going to be fighting and duck Beefy Smith, plain and utterly duck Beefy Smith, after he came out on TalkSports and said that before he retires, he's going to correct that fight. If he ducks Beefy Smith and gets in the ring with him, I'll never forgive him. And I'll flog him to the day till the cows come home, because I think it's a disgrace. I mean, Eubanks, he's never been about challenging people. We know that. He's always been about the money. But you got knocked out after talking shit to Beefy Smith and wearing KFC coats and eating chicken and saying you're not training because you don't need to, because you're going to knock him out and all that. And you got fucking wiped off the face of the earth off Beefy Smith. Boxing fan, salute to you, bro. He's a mad dude, this guy. Salute to you, though. Thanks for coming through. But you're playing an utterly ducked Beefy Smith. And I'm glad I'll tell you what, if he gets in the ring with Conor Benn, then I won't forgive him for that, because I think it's disgusting what he's done. You recontracted to fight Beefy Smith, the fight date was set, and then next thing you know, you're in talks. And that's Eddie Hearn for you. This is why I don't like Eddie Hearn. I don't like him because of shenanigans like this. You roasted fucking Jarrell Miller, saying he could have killed my client, and he's not just my client, he's my friend. And next thing you know, you try and make a fight with a drugs cheat who hasn't even faced the board. Boxing fans, but Eubanks is an iconic, is an idiot, sorry. If he gets knocked out by con job, bum, and ped cheats, this is his own fault, and Eddie is a dirtbag for going through with it. Absolutely, boxing fan. Absolutely, brother. 100%. AJ's, but I blame Eddie Hills. Eddie Hills, the fiver. What is he, the 6-0 Iceman from Billericay? I blame Eddie Hills. He built Ben up to be something he's not. Ducked Kelly, yep. Ducked McKitson, and ducked no domestic title. Even still built him up to be something special. Absolutely, AJ. Absolutely, brother. He ducked Josh Kelly, like you said. He ducked McKitson. He ducked David. Fucking hell, you don't have to mention David Avavicient's name to him, and the guy just follows through straight away. He's got demons about Avavicient. No British title, no area title, no Commonwealth, no European, no blueprint on the way to a world title. Wins a WBA regular belt or whatever it was, Intercontinental belt, and then he thinks he's a roadman killer or a fucking. Oh, God. I tell you what, I would love to see him versus Virgil Ortiz and watch Virgil Ortiz wipe the floor with that kid. Jarrell Miller should have got a fight with AJ. Rather see that than Dillian White. Yeah, well, I'm going to come to that in a bit, boxing fan. The sad thing is about the sad thing is it's about money over. I can't see that comment because of stupid love art in the bottom of my screen. I'll read it in a minute, but Alex, when it goes up, that's Eddie, hypocrite, Hearn for you. Absolutely, absolutely, a joke. But if they get away with it, I don't know. I just can't stand Conor Ben. I can't stand his arrogance. He's ignorant. I just can't stand the guy. I can't. I'm waiting for someone to knock him the fuck out, man. I really am. Because this guy's been juicing and fighting fucking bums and then fucking making out he's a top fucking 5 welterweight. You ain't going nowhere near them brothers across the pond. Because if you do, you'll be getting sent back in a body bag. He ain't beating Virgil Ortiz. I'm not even going to even mention Spence and Crawford or Gerard Anderson. He isn't even beating Virgil Ortiz, or Virgil Ortiz would wipe the floor with him. I'm telling you. Virgil Ortiz would knock him into the middle of fucking next month. Boxing fans put Jarrell Miller should get a fight with 8. Oh, I've already read that. Big Belly Miller deserves Wizard Sleeve. Big Belly Miller deserves now. Let's talk about Eddie Hearn's affair. Let's talk about Eddie Hearn's affair with, I don't know what that is, Guy Nicholson. I can't see the rest of the comment, considering he was willing to hurt Eubanks. I'll have to read it, boxing fan, when it goes up. I've got stupid love art in the bottom of my corner, what YouTube have stuck there, and it's covering like the last bits of my message. Senior personally just for his own pockets. All right, yeah. Mike Big, salute to you, Mike. Salute to you. Thanks for coming through. Salute to you, brother. Hope you're good out there. You're an old sub, very old sub, Mike Big. Salute to you, brother. Right, so are we done with that then? Because I'll push on now to another subject. Okay, fuck it. I've got loads of subjects to talk about. Let's quickly just, unless you want me to change the subject, I don't want to keep changing it. If you still want me to talk about it, Eddie Hearn was having an affair behind Chloe. Oh, right, I didn't know that. Right, I didn't know. Someone will have to, I'll add you as a moderator, bro. Someone will have to show me. I didn't know anything about that. Black Star, salute to you, brother. Another long time old sub. I hope you're good, Black Star. Out there, and I think you're from Texas, aren't you, brother? Salute to you, though, Black. Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. I hope you really are doing well. I've seen you for a long time, Black Star. Salute to you, bro. One of Sky Nicholson's video is on IFL. Having comments turned off covered for Eddie. Oh, right, I never knew this. Ortiz or Ennis just end it all. Yeah, they'd beat the brakes off him. What's put? Edition 30's put hence why he got the world title shot next, so he can travel to Australia with an excuse for going there. Right, I didn't know all this. Eddie Hearn's a fucking it's red hot in here. Eddie Hearn's a scumbag, man. Scumbag. I was just starting to like Eddie again. Well, I wouldn't say like him, but I was just starting to sort of like listen to him a bit because I can't be doing with Bricktop. I can't be doing with him and Bob Arum. I can't be doing with them two. But fucking hell, now Eddie's just pulling out shit again. Dave's put, totally agree, Eubank couldn't finish his career without a rematch. Rematching Smith. Only thing I sort of understand, he goes into Ben match because Smith has postponed for the twice in a row. Can't blame. Yeah, yes, actually, that's a very good point, Dave. Very, very good point. Yeah, so okay. I didn't know he'd done it twice. I know Beefy had done it once. Right, okay. Fair play to yeah. Yeah and no, but yeah, you can't blame him. Then if he's postponed it twice, then yeah, fair play. Knock Eubanks out and then go and fight. Not Eubanks out, knock Ben out and then go and fight Beefy. Then I'll give you, yeah, I'd let that one slide then if that's the case. Boxing is Donald ducked. Yes, mate, twice in a row. Right, okay. Right, fair dues then, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll let him slide with that then. As long as he flatlines fucking Ben and then go and fight Beefy. And then I'd let him slide with that. Right, I didn't know about fucking Eddie Hills has been having an affair. The Iceman. See him crying because fucking these pictures what Oscar De La Hoya put up. Crying because fucking Canelo's left him. Canelo said goodbye to him. Fucking pisser, man. Having an affair. The rumour is, yes, mate, twice in a row. Oh, right. So, what do you think about Canelo leaving Eddie Hills? Do you think? Do you think we'll see Canelo and teaming up with the PBC, or do you think we'll see Canelo fight David Benavidez or Jamal Charlo? Do you think that fight will happen? I hope it does. I hope it does. And the reason why I made that video today is because I was thinking, because of the Conor Ben situation, I was thinking, well, do you know what? Karma's a bitch sometimes. My hands are sweating like anything. Sometimes I was thinking, Karma's a bitch sometimes, and you know, for every bit of good badness that he does, you know, sometimes things happen to you for a reason. Bro, those pictures of Patrick or Eddie, I can't see the rest of that comment box, fine. I'll have to read it in a minute, bro. Eddie crying, yeah. Well, I seen Michael Benson tweeted him. Oscar calling him lonely Eddie, crying because Canelo's left him. I think the thing is though, we can't blame Canelo in a way because the zone's been poor this year. It's been really poor. The zone has. I mean, it's not been for me. And on our, if I'm truthfully honest, the zone hasn't been as poor as Sky. Sky boxing is fucking trash, man. It's fucking arse. It's awful. It's awful, man. I can't even bring myself to watch Sky boxing anymore. It's still, apart from if they cover a top rank fight because the fact that the fighting on Sky is shocking. The zone don't even work at times. Yeah, yeah, it didn't. It froze. A few months back, there was a good fight coming on. I stayed up for watch it, and it was cut. The undercard started about 2 in the morning, and it fucking froze for over an hour. I just ended up going to sleep. Do you rate Fraser Clark? Because so far, I can't read. I'll have to wait, Alex, till that comment. Do you know what? Fuck this shit. Just go on my comments on my computer. Do you rate Fraser Clark? So far, I don't think he's all that good. Do you know what, Alex? Let's turn my computer off. To be honest, mate, I've never seen him fight, and that's God's honest truth. I've seen maybe a clip of him. I think Fabio, and what I saw on the clip, I think Fabio Wardley will deal with him no problem, if I'm honest. Boxing fans put Sky as horrible. Twerks. Clarks couldn't even KO. Prince Patel edition edition 30s. But can you remember? Kurt Sides, that main Russian who's going to fight Billy Joe Saunders about 5 years ago. He's out of jail now. No, I can't remember him, bro. No. What's he get? What? Ah, yes, I do. Yes. Yes, I do, yeah. Yeah, I remember he got locked up a few years ago, didn't he? Yes, I do. I can picture him slightly, picture his face, yes. I remember reading about a boxer, yeah, I do. Clark ducked Fabio for the British title. Don't even let that slide, people. Yeah, yeah, he did. I blame Ben Shalom for that, bro. Ben Shalom's just fucking arse, man. Seemed alright at first. He put some good fights on. He got Khan and Cal Brook. He got Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields. He was doing alright, and then he's just, I don't know, he's gone shit. Clark, though, was just part of a Russian crime wave. Right, that's what it was. What, like Russian mafia? Must have been. Is anyone even interested in Billy Joe now that he kind of feel bad for him? At least he knows the character Fury is. Yeah, here we go. We're swerving towards Fury. Yeah, Fury's what Fury did to Billy Joe was unreal, man. So-called best mates fucking fucked off and left him getting beat up off the gingerbread man, didn't he? Got duffed up. His dad got rushed, and he's fucking on tables playing fucking sniffing. Oh, I don't know. Like I say, I don't know if he was sniffing coke. I wouldn't put it past him. He's dancing on tables with AB off his fucking head and bottles of champagne whilst his mates getting filled in. Fucking unreal that was. Like I say, you've never seen Billy Joe Saunders ever again with him. He's never been seen in public, has he, Billy Joe, with him? Right. Okay, let's. Shall we move on and let's talk about. Oh, just let me get a few answers off you. Do you think Canelo will fight David Benavidez or Jamal Charlo? Do any of you think he'll do that now he's signed with the PBC? I hope he does. I don't know if he will, but I hope he does. The Mexican beef eater, when he beat Billy, he let Saunders' dad get whooped. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, box fan. Yeah, he did. Absolutely. Maybe I'd if he will. I'd like if he will. Yeah. Fury doesn't have my respect Fury doesn't have the respect of the travelling community now because of it. I don't think he will because he doesn't seem to have a lot of respect for him. Who do you mean, Alex? Who do you mean, bro? Some sources say that. Right, we're going right off topic here. So you're going on Fury, but yeah, I'll talk about him if you want. He definitely doesn't get my respect because he's a fucking duck artist. He's a just. I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with Fury. I don't know what's wrong with her. Oh, Canelo, right? You're on about Canelo, yeah. Yeah. I can't understand. Well, why would he sign with the PBC though, Alex? Why would? Let's stick with Canelo. Yeah. Why would Canelo sign with the PBC a free fight deal? Fury is on juice. Probably. Can anyone answer that for me? Why would Canelo sign a free fight deal with the PBC? Who's he gonna fight? I don't understand it because they haven't got any decent light heavyweight fighters, have they, the PBC? So they've got like obviously your middleweights and a couple of super middleweights and like the junior middleweights. So who is he gonna fight? I don't know. It's interesting because I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting though. The best fights are at the PBC. Can Canelo be in a jet at middleweight if he beats Benavidez, Charlo, and Andre? Fucking hell! I'll tell you what, boxing fan. Is that an all-time great? Is that what that means? Most definite. If he was to beat all them, most definite. Maybe he had a falling out with Eddie. Yeah, could do, bro. Charlo, Andre Benavidez, Plant rematch, and Morel. Yeah, I've never seen this Morel fight. I've heard a few people keep going on about him though. Apparently, Eddie is failing to deliver him the Bevel fight and the Badu Jack. Yeah, well, that's what I heard. But he's out of order though in trying to boil Badu Jack down to fucking uh, try and boil Badu Jack down by £20, and then old Badu Jack as well. Lee Sharp, salute to you, bro. You're definitely getting a wrench, bro, because I've seen you commenting on my videos. Salute to you, Lee. I hope you're good. You're not the Lee Sharp what used to play for United, are you? He was a great player, actually. Yeah, no worries, Lee. Salute to you, brother. Also, the business tactic says he can be recognised with the zone in the future. I think he'll go back to Eddie, though. I do. I do. I do. I could be wrong. I think I've. I think I've got a. I think. I think he will. I think he will. But Badu Jack refused it because Canelo's demands. Yeah, because he was trying to shaft him. He was trying to shaft him, boxing fan. That was the problem, bro. Canelo's trying to shaft him, wasn't he? I mean, that's what I don't like about Canelo. He's another one. There's always bullshit. United fan keep being honest. Nothing wrong. You support who you support, brother. I'm a City fan, and I have been for a long, long, long time. Not one of these fucking jump on the wagon now fans. That's what pissed me off now. You see them everywhere now. Maybe an Errol Spence fight too. Yeah, that would be great. In my way, yes, his career is full of robberies, gifted decisions, dodgy judges, catch weights. Yeah, box fan. Yeah, totally agree with you. Best UK performance abroad I've seen is Lloyd Onigan versus Donald Curry. Absolutely the ragamuffin man. Best Brit, never win a world title. Kirkland Lang, God bless him. Yeah, he's dead, isn't he now, Kirkland? Yeah, Kirkland Lang, man. Fucking hell, he had a unique style, he did. Congrats on the treble. Yeah, salute to you, Lee. Thank you, brother. Yeah, ragamuffin man. He was great, Lloyd Onigan. Yeah, I think he's punch drunk to fuck though. Now, have you heard him speak? Fucking hell, man, he sounds bad. He does. But yeah, that was a massive upset. That massive upset. That he went to America to beat Donald Curry, and he fucking flatlined. Well, he retired on his stool, didn't he? Was it Mike McCallum? Wasn't it Mike, the Jamaican fighter, Mike McCallum, who knocked him out? The ragamuffin man made him stop on his seat, retire on his seat. Do fighters handpick? Do fighters handpick opponents? Yeah, of course they do. I think they do. They definitely do in these day and age in boxing, Lee. I think so, brother. Definite. Fucking hell, boxing of today is it's a shadow of what it once was. A shadow, especially that blue ribbon division. The heavyweight division is just shocking, man. I don't think I've ever seen the heavyweight division as piss poor as what it is now. It's unbearable to even listen. I've actually now I've stopped listening to talk sports because I can't be doing with it. You know, I mean, I was listening. I just tell that I still like listen to bits, but what I do with me, I listen to little bits, and then bang, just gone. I read the thumb line, and then I'm just gone. Black Stars, but Canelo does. But if he fights, I'll have to wait till that pops up. Let me go on my comments. on my laptop. So I'm reading off my tablet and I've got my laptop. Canelo does, but if he fights Jamal, he's gonna pick an ass whipping. Yeah, I think so. Interesting fight. I think David Benavidez will beat him as well. I'm not too sure about Charlo Black because I don't know. Charlo's just been very inactive, man. Don't get me wrong; he's a fantastic fighter. Of course, he is. I don't know. Yeah, he's definitely been dodging Charlo for years. There's no two ways about that. And David Benavidez, but I don't know. I definitely think Benavidez can beat him. I do. I really do. We hardly get big fights at heavyweight, but at least we have good fights at other weights. Absolutely, Alex. I think boxing's been brilliant this year. Boxing's been, especially around the 140, the 135s, the 130s, and a bit lower down. Boxing's been brilliant this year for me. This is best year I think I've seen boxing in a long, long time. Right, let's talk about. Sorry, I spelt beer everywhere. Let's talk quickly about Anthony Joshua, and then I'm going to get to. I want to talk about Spence, and there's a few more topics. I've got loads, but if we have time. Boxing fans talking to Alex. Hey, Mike, salute to you, brother. Salute, Mike. I'll give you a ring later on if you're about, Mike. How can Fury least put? Oh, let me read this. Alex has put Wood versus Lara was a good fight as well. Yeah, that was brilliant. That was brilliant, man. Fair play to Lee Woods. I tell you, take me out off to that young lad. I really do, man. There's not many fighters who get fucking knocked out and then run it back. Because a lot of fighters, as soon as they get knocked out, they duck or they just move on or they don't want the rematch. That kid fucking got knocked out and said, you know what, let's fucking do it. Full credit to Lee Wood for that, man. That's the heart of a fighter, that. And I was glad he won as well. Don't get me wrong, I like Lara. I do like him. He's an exciting fighter because 9 out of 10 times he's knocking someone out. But I was so glad that Lee Wood won that fight, man. Not because he's just British. One, because he had the balls and the heart to say, do you know what? Fuck this. I'll give it another shot. Because in that first fight, I had him winning that first fight easy by about 3 rounds until he got clocked. So yeah, all kudos to fucking Lee Wood, but get your haircut because that haircut's fucking shit, man. But fair play to you. I like Lee Woods, man. Fair play to you, man. I've read you, Mike. Salute to you, Mike. How can Fury claim to be the best? AJ and Usyk still beat him. I'm so excited for the Chisora fight trilogy. Anything could happen. Oh no, he's fucking bollocks, isn't he? Yeah. Box fans, but AJ is good. Talk Carl Frotch dissing him. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the Cobra don't like him, does he? Stormy's still here. Salute to you, Stormy. Still, Lara, give that title back to Wood. Yeah, he did because he didn't train properly, and I wouldn't say that he didn't train properly, Stormy. I think he just overlooked Lee Wood. For I've already knocked you out, so I can fucking I'll do it again. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think, brother. Because I did watch your post. I was in your chat, Stormy, when you did your post fight analysis. I was there, and I did agree with what you were saying, Stormy. Yeah, he basically did give it him back because he just I don't know what was wrong with Laurie. Like when I watched the fight, it was like he was lazy. He thought that he could probably leave it to the late rounds and then knock him out, and then I don't know, and I don't know, he didn't let his hands go. I thought his plan was to let Lee Wood get to round about 8 or 9, and then he was going fucking pile the pressure on him. But Lee Wood, fair play to him, man. Lee Wood just kept tinging away at him. So yeah, I don't know, but I'd take me out to Lee Wood. What the fuck is Carl talking about saying AJ's legacy is losing to a fat kid in Mexico? I think he's just jealous of AJ. Yeah, could be. Especially with that Wembley Stadium thing, because AJ did. Frotch always goes on about 80,000, don't he? And what did AJ do? 90 odd thousand against Klitschko, something like that. He don't like AJ for some unknown reason, though. But to be fair, sometimes what Frotch talks about is true. Don't know what's wrong with AJ, man. He's lost his soul since Ruiz took it from him. Bit like when Maidana took AB's soul. Stormy's, but I think those folks get to him. You know you ain't winning tonight, boy, right? Yeah, good point, Stormy. I don't think Laura took it seriously. A bit of money he got, and he was enjoying himself. Yes, very well could do, AJ. Alex has put even Johnny Nelson ripped into AJ on Talksports, and they quickly tried to change the subject to AJ. You're right about Talksports sucking up to Warren. Yes, absolutely, Alex. Well, you know that, Alex. You know the score there, brother. To be fair, Ruiz can't fuck. To be fair, Ruiz can fucking bang anyway, lads. Yeah, of course he can. Yeah. Maybe AJ's screwed Frotties. What, as well as Amir Khan's as well? I love it, Stormy. Fucking brilliant. Could be. Yeah, no, AJ might have been spinning Rachel round on the end of his fucking manhood. Could have been, Stormy. Fucking hell, Stormy. What a comment, man. Boxing fans, but Alex. Oh, he's talking to Alex. Fucking pisser. Fucking brilliant. Right, let's get into the meat and potatoes at the top of tonight's live stream. Let's get into it. Fucking Stormy, man. That's killed me, that. Fucking screwing these woman. Right, let's get into it. Come on, then. That was a good comment, that, Stormy. Fucking pisser, that, mate. Fucking had me rolling that. Errol Spence versus Terence Bud Crawford. Cannot fucking wait. Absolutely cannot wait. For me personally, it's come 5 years too late. But nevertheless, I'm not going to cry and moan about it. It's finally landed here. It's on the table. Who have you got and why? And I'll tell you why I think he'll win it and why. Rachel on AJ's ting. Nazim Hamid brought me and the boys to kebab in Sheffield years ago. Funny land. Oh, salute to him. Salute to him. Yeah, he's alright, Naz. He's got to love Naz, haven't you? 51% to 49 Crawford. So yeah, do you mean so you're going for Spence? Yeah, obviously. Johnny Nelson is the most boring fighter of all time. Yes, he is. Fucking hell, he got knocked out about 3-4 times before he won a world title, didn't he? Johnny does talk shit. Absolute talk shit. Right, Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, you know. Don't know. Am I being biased saying Bud because I've seen Bud fight more, which is an absolute stupid fucking thing to say. Switch this lamp on. I don't know if that's made it worse or made it better. I don't fucking know. Who'd you go for? I mean, I'd never ever seen Errol Spence until he beat. I'd heard about him because I used to follow a guy from America who's rave on about him all the time. He was always going on about Spence. And then I saw him against, was it Chris Algieri who he beat up? Not Chris Algieri. Fucking hell, who was it who he beat up? Yeah, it was Chris Algieri. And he did Leonard Bundu was it Leonard Bundu as well? before Algeria. Sure, it was. And then I watched the. I remember the build up to the fight, and then I watched a couple of his fights. I'm sure it was Chris Algieri and Leonard Bundy, or Bundy, whatever he was called, who he did, and then he did a few others. Leonard Bundy, yeah, you're right. Before, yeah, there you go, Ty. Salute to you, Ty. Still here. Let me just read these quick comments. Johnny Hill read that. I think Crawford. I'm thinking Crawford, and I think he's an all-round better fighter. Right, Alex. Okay, nothing in it. Who's your choice? Johnny Nelson lost 3 fights on points and only got knocked out once. I think. Oh right, okay. I know he lost, and then he beat Carl Thompson, didn't he, to win the WBO title? Nelson thought he could beat Usyk. He must be drinking some strong ass. Thought, yeah, Johnny talks shit, man. He's all right, though. Johnny Nelson is. I don't mind him. Spence versus Crawford is the fight that I'll be. Spence versus Crawford. If they fight, it'll be. Do you mean that'll be a good one? Oh yeah, absolutely, Stormy. John Usyk is an average southpaw. Oh, he's fucking crazy. Leonard Bungo. Fucking hell, Stormy's full of jokes. I think Crawford knocks out Spence. Right. Usyk got all apart from the KO power. Crawford will beat Spence without breaking sweat. Total mismatch. Usyk can crack a fair bit. He's got a whole back on Chisora. I think that's what he said. Like I said, I can't read the last. That stupid fucking love art. What's in the bottom of your live chat? I don't know, man. I don't fucking know who's going to win that. I really don't. See, something's telling me Bud. Something's telling me Crawford. I don't know. Bud, I just don't know. Spence is a tremendous fight, man. He's got a fucking great jab. And body shots of Errol Spence are fucking evil, man. They're evil. It sort of reminds me of Julio Chavez with his body shots. You see the venom how he swings and he puts into them. They fold people like deck chairs, them body shots. But then Bud's a fucking classy operator, isn't he? I don't know. It's just a great fight, man. I can't wait for it. I think I'm being biased saying I want Bud. I don't know. I just don't know. Because I like both of them. I really like both of these fighters, but I've liked Bud ever since I saw him beat Ricky Burns years ago at Hampden Park in Glasgow. And I just thought, fucking hell, who's this guy? Never seen him before. Well, you see where I've followed Bud a lot longer than Spence. But I love Errol Spence. I just think he's a great fighter. Fury don't fall. Fury don't fall the fans. Usyk Chisora performance, yeah. Stormy's put Loz D. That fight result will shock people. I think you're. If I can remember, Stormy, correct me if I'm wrong, or I'm sure me and you did a live once a long, long time ago, and I think you were saying that Bud was going to win. Am I right or am I wrong? I could be wrong, Stormy. Just correct me. But I'm going to go. Don't know. I'm going to go. Don't know. Sort of like. I don't know. I don't fucking know who to pick. Fury tried to KO Chisora, a short fighter, and failed. The pillow fist Dawson that couldn't even hurt him as much as he said. Yeah. I agree there. But one thing I will give Fury credit for, though, man, Sugar Hill's learnt that lad how to sit down on his punches. Fury has got a. Do you see what I don't know? Tyson Fury has got a lot more power since he's been sitting down on his punches, though, than when he was with Peter or boxer size Ben Davison. it could be a fight of the year if it lives up to the expectations. Yeah, absolutely, Alex. Derek, salute to you, brother. Derek Bailey, another long time subscriber. Salute to you, Derek. I hope you got out there, bro. Thanks for coming in. My head says Spence, but my heart says Crawford. Signs with Spence, but I think Bud is a bit more skilled. Right, I'm going to read your comment in a second, Stormy. This is one thing I'm going to say about that, AJ, about that comment, what you've put there, brother. Yes, I agree with you because of the size of Errol Spence compared to Bud Crawford. But you've got to put in point, though, Crawford has adapted to the 147 division very easily, and he's a very, very strong man for such a small dude. Do you agree with me or not? I think Bud can hold his own at that division easy. Now, if he was to move up to 154, I think it's a different kettle of fish. But for me, since Bud moved up from 140, and I was a bit sceptical about it because he's a very small. I wouldn't say he's very small, but he's a small. Not so much now, but when he first come up, for me looking at him, he was a small welterweight. But Bud's a very strong dude. Right, Stormy's put. You're right. Right, okay. Yes. So you're still going with Bud then, Stormy? Lee Sharp's put Tyson deluded Fury thinks because he is a trilogy with Stepping Stone Chisora, it's something special to exactly. Exactly. I don't even need to read the rest of that, Lee. I totally agree with you, brother. Fury's he's just a joke, man. He's a joke. If Usyk was a true heavyweight, he would beat Fury easy. I think I wouldn't say he beats him easy. I don't know, actually. I honestly, hand on heart, wouldn't know who would win that fight. But I'd want Usyk to win it. Most definite, I'd want Usyk to win it. Because I'd not. When I say I can't stand someone, it don't mean I hate them. It means I just can't be dealing with the bullshit. Mike's put Johnny Nelson was Loz. You dickhead. Fuck off, Johnson. Go wash your dusty ass feet, Mr. Johnson. You fucking clown, Mike. Why are you always clowning me, Mike? If you're always clowning me on fucking here, you're clowning me on Facebook, you're clowning me in WhatsApp. I'm going to make a video about you, Johnson, if you don't pack it in. And don't make me do that, mate. You don't want me to do that. As David Banner once said, you won't like me when I'm angry. I'm only joking. Salute to you, mate. You know you're my good brother, man. Everyone's just saluting each other. Yeah. All right. Okay. I agree with you, but from what I've heard, Spence walks around at 170. I don't know whether that will affect the fight. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think Spence will move if he beats Crawford and becomes undisputed. I definitely expect Spence to move up. I think he will. I could be wrong, but he's hung around at 147 for a long time, and I've seen interviews where he said he's struggling to make that weight, but he wants this fight with Bud Crawford, and that's what he's been holding out for. But I'm gonna go. I'll tell you what, because Stormy has said that, I am gonna go with Bud Crawford. I am. And it's not because I've got me fucking tongue up Stormy's arse. I listen to Stormy because he knows his shit, but I've always, I don't, I've always, I don't know. Bud's just got that little bit more favour for me over Spence. Like I say, am I being biased because I've been following Bud longer than Spence because I didn't know who Spence was before I knew who Bud was, if that makes sense. But I just think, you know, plus people say, oh, Bud couldn't do this and Gamboa did this team and all. Look at what Bud Crawford's done, man, since he's moved up to welterweight. He's stopped every fighter. He's stopped everyone. Is it 7 consecutive knockouts or TKOs at welterweight since he's moved up? I don't know. So I know they're not all thingy, but he's yes, okay. He fought Cal Brook years later after Spence, but he still stopped. He still stopped Cal Brook very easy. He stopped Sean Porter what Errol Spence couldn't do. I don't know. Styles make fights. This is what makes it interesting. I see Lee. Oh, he's talking to Lee. Where are the days of the small heavyweights? I think we will never get them again. Probably not. In shape heavyweight is £220 these days. Yes, Stormy. I got to get you before you get me. I don't get you, Mike. It's you. You're always on me ass. You're always fucking on me back all the time. So I have to get you. Yeah, I'm only joking, Mike. It's only banter, man. I've got nothing but love for you, Mike. You're a good friend, man. You have been for a long time. Tyson and his dad were ridiculous. Then won everyone over at 100% support and done at 180. Even sick and tired of all the BS Tyson offers someone and then denies saying it. Yeah, he's fucking clowns with Furies, man. Absolute clowns. Like I say, I'll keep making videos on him. I'll roast him mealy. I'll keep roasting him. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I was a bit, if I'm hand on it, I was a little bit fucking getting a bit curious about it. Is that the word? Because I was thinking, I don't, not that I'm asked about getting death threats, because 9 out of 10 times when you get death threats or people threatening you online, 9 out of 10 of them are shitbags who hide behind a fucking computer and won't put the face to the profile anyway. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, I'm fucking 16 and a half stone, so not that that means anything, but I can handle myself. Put it that way, mate. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. So if I do get someone coming up to me, I know I'll throw my hands, brother, and I've got a fucking bit of weight behind me, so leave it at that. I'm not trying to talk like I'm tough because I'm not tough. I'm nearly 50 years old, but I'm certainly not afraid of fucking letting my hands go if someone wants to put their hands on me. Los D, just know that Kurt and Scrapbook picked Crawford. Right, yeah, well, defo then. Yeah, they ain't. Yeah, exactly, Stormy. Right, well, anything Kurt said, God bless his soul. Oh, what a great bloke, man. I've still got a message off Kurt, Stormy, when it was my birthday about 3 years ago. He sent me a message on Facebook Messenger because I was mates with him on Facebook. I'd only ever done one live stream with him, but yeah, God bless him, man. What a great fucking knowledge of the sport, man. Salute to you, man. Salute Curtis Anderson. What a shame. And Scrapbook, but Scrap's still about. Scrap man knows his shit, don't he? Salute to Scrapbook Boxing as well. The only thing your best be handling, Loz, is that Bobcat. Tell you what, Johnson, if I could put my fucking hands down this fucking internet, I'd wring your fucking neck for you, I tell you. I'd pick you up off the floor and wring your neck. I'm only joking, mate. Watch the Geordie interview with Tyson. Yeah, seen that. Lee got his arse out because True Geordie ripped into him, didn't he? I ain't doing no more interviews with that. He struggled to turn off his stream. Yeah, piss. John Fury, the fighting man, you had over. Fucking pisser. Yeah, big bad John Fury, big fighting man. 100 knockouts. How can anyone go on live national TV and said they had 100 bare knuckle fights, 100 wins with 100 knockouts? And you know what I mean? How dare anyone? It's like me saying that. Do you know what I mean? If you was whether you were into bare knuckle fighting or not, anyone with a record like that would be fucking world famous. 100, you think about it, 100 bare knuckle fights, 100 wins with 100. Fuck me, man, that's exactly Stormy 100 lies. That's like something off Marvel, that. Or fucking, you know what I mean? John gave me his second-hand embarrassments, lads. Old man who won nothing, living through his son's cringe, offering Mike out. Love to see on laid out. Yeah, John laid out. Absolutely, Lee. Totally agree with you. Mike's put Fury is the only boxer that will tighten into his blacklist if you ask him relevant question. Fucking, I'll tell you what, my eyes are shocking. A relevant question. I'll have to read that box file when it goes up again. Yeah, they're full of shit, Mike. It's like fucking Porky, man. Porky, like to keep stressing. Porky showed you what John Fury's all about. He's just a fucking ball bag. He's just full of hot air. He just talks shit, man. I can't stand him, me. Can't stand his dad, because like Lee's just said, living off his son's name, because he was shite at fucking to boxing, and telling lies and all this about his 100 fights, and it's a fucking joke, man. But the British public were reeled in, not just the British, the world public reeled in. And going over to, he didn't sell that much shit with the Americans, because the Americans see through that shit. And to be honest, a lot of the Americans, like these lot say, they don't cover boxing like what us Brits do, even though it is big over there, but it's not like the main sports. As Mike and Stormy will tell you, in the NFL, Mike and stuff like that, there's other sports anyway. But over here, boxing's one of the biggest sports over here. We love it. Loz, put your damn glasses on. Yeah, I'm going to get some, mate. I need to go Vision Express, Mike, and get some. I just put off putting glasses on because I look a right twat with them on. I just put it off, but my eyes are poor, man. They really are, they're poor. Right, I want to cover one last fight then, subject. I have got other ones. Let's quickly then, let me just rip through these. Dan Aziz versus Joshua Buatsi. Do you think this? I think this is going to be a brilliant fight. I'm gonna go for Dan Aziz. Me, I think Aziz will beat him, and then apparently the winner will face Dimitri Bivol next. That's what they're saying. Me personally, I don't think any of them beat Bivol, but I think if anyone had a chance, I think Dan Aziz would probably be better than Buatsi. I don't know what it is with Joshua. Excuse me, I don't know what it is with Joshua Buatsi. He just don't know. He's like, is he a hype job? He's like summer. He's like, you know, when they put out there like it's a car like 3 litre, it does 160 miles an hour, and you think, oh yeah, you've been reading about it, and then you get it, and then it's like, fuck me, this is shit, or it's not what it's lived up to be. Do you know what I mean? Have any of you ever had that sort of experience with anything? I don't know. That's what I get with him. I watched him against Bolotniks and Craig Richards, and I was like, man, you're struggling. You ain't beating Bivol. Bivol will beat the fucking brakes off you, and you're fucking half a Batavia ever put you on another planet. Dan Aziz versus Joshua Buatsi. Only for Buatsi to turn it down again. Yeah, good point, Ty. Not a Buatsi fan. Yeah. Stormy's retracted his thingy. All UK fighters these days are hype jobs, to be fair. Yeah, good point, boxing fan. They are. There's not many good Brits left. I don't mean it like that, because we're only. You've got to think, to be fair though, box fan. For the small country what we are, we do turf out a lot of fighters. Yes, we do, but we're only a tiny country, especially compared to like the Americans or the Russians. I mean, fucking hell, Texas is like 3 times the size of this country, and that's just one state in America. So, God knows how many. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. I don't think it's that the fact that the Brits, yeah, they do get hyped up. They have to get hyped up because I see like we're such a small island, so and we love boxing, so we do hype up as fighters. We have to, I think so, to get them some kind of recognition, if that makes sense. Whereas in America, you in the States, you're gonna get good fighters because look at the amount of fucking size of the country and the amount of people what are over there. There's gonna be more good fighters coming out there. There has to be because there's more people what live over there. That's how I look at it, anyway. But I sort of see what you're saying, though, box fan. They do get hyped up, especially like the Eddie Hearn stable fighters. And that's why I say, like with Joshua Buatsi, I think I don't know. He turns down fights. He hardly fights once a year, and then when he does fight, he's flat. He's boring. I don't know. Boxing fan cherry picking and spring in mind. Edward could keep these kids' names out of his mouth, knowing he's the bottom shelf lick. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Just compare our pound for pound. Exactly. Edition 30. Great point there, brother. To the Americans' top pound for pound. Levels apart. Yeah, absolutely agree. Tyrone's put Loz. We've had this conversation before, Lol. Boxing is pretty much non-existent among the people here. It's like 8 or 9 in sports over here, and there's 2 or 3. Yeah, good point, Tyrone. Yeah, yes. Stormy's put Buatsi is delivers is over Batavia. Yeah, I tell you what, Batavia will wipe the floor. Well, you know that story. I don't need to tell you that. Wilder's a one-trick pony, to be fair, and it's fucking great one trick to have. Only needs to land that one punch, and it's good night for Vienna. Yeah, he does, Lee. He does. I think we have over 400 million, whilst you have exactly, Tyrone. So there you go, 70 million to 400 million. Fuck me, it's more than fucking triple the amount of people what live over here. That's crazy. That. You got to think this island's only 1,000 miles. Is it over 1,000 miles long from John O'Groats to Land's End? It's 1,000 miles. That's the top of Scotland down to the bottom of England and Cornwall. 1,000 miles. That's fucking nothing. It's nothing. Mike's laughing my arse off a sugar cube around this horse. Hopefully, we get a few more Brit heavyweights coming through. Yeah, Alex, I do. John T. Wilder can KO opponents with even one hand. Yes. But I'll read our heavyweight. Tyrone don't like his heavyweight since he'll layer on his horrendous. I can't read. I'll read it in a minute, Tyrone. That stupid fucking love art's out of the way. But yeah, right, I'm going to get up out of here. But before I get up out of here, I'm going to talk one more fight. Because I'm ripping through these quick. But yeah, for me, Joshua Buatsi, I don't cut that mustard for me. He just don't cut it for me. I don't know why. I think if he was to fight Anthony Yard and beat Anthony Yard, then I'd say yes. He's probably ready for someone like Bevel or Batavia. And the only reason I say that is because, for me, I think Anthony Yard is levels above him. And I have always said I think Anthony Yard would have been a world champion if it weren't for the fact that you've got 2 superb Russian boxers what hold the belts. That's just my point of view. If they weren't around, if Bivol and Batavia weren't around, I think that Anthony Yard would be a world champion. That's, like I say, it's just my opinion. It don't really mean much. Boxing, that's a fact, Tyrone. Don't get Tyrone started, lads. Boxing's not being taken seriously lately. Jake Paul and his celebrity comforts are making a mockery of the sport. Yes, absolutely, Lee. Totally agree with you, brother. Stormsfoot Wilder is far more than a one-trick pony. You don't get KO'd 50 motherfuckers with one trick. 20 maybe after the people getting knocked the fuck out, even though he knows how to punch like hell. Yeah. Anderson's talking about retirement. Little ninja, shut up. I know what he means by that. Lee Sharp can't stand them. Oh yeah, YouTube, KSI. We were on about this the other day, weren't we, Alex? KSI, that fucking muppet with his fucking belts, walking around like he's fucking conquered the world. What a fucking tool. What an absolute tool. Right, just quickly, I want to cover this fight just quickly. For me, Arthur Peterviev, I don't know. Is he better than Bevel? I don't know. That's another discussion. I'm just going to wind Stormy up and say, yes, he is Stormy. No, I'm only joking. Callum Smith versus Artur Beterbiev or Artur Beterbiev, however you want to say it. Great fight. Looking forward to it. Callum Smith, big dude. Man can crack himself. But Callum, man, do not stand there in front of this guy and wait for this guy to hit you like you did against Canelo. Please do not do that, because if you do, you're going to be out within a matter of minutes. Who wins? I say Beterbiev. I'm not going to go against Beterbiev again. I've done it once and once only, and that was against Big Joe Smith, because I thought Big Joe Smith had a puncher's chance, and I thought Beterbiev would be slowing down, and he just, like I say, come out of the fucking box like Usain Bolt and blew him away. Beterbiev will beat Smith easily, I think. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I can't see, but I do like the Smith brothers. I've got a lot of love for the Smith brothers, man. I like them. They're cool dudes, man. They're down to earth family, and they live not too far from me in Liverpool. Well, about 50 mile away from me, Liverpool, where I live. But I do like them. I like the Smiths. Callum, if you're gonna have a chance, mate, or think you're going to have a chance, let your fucking hands go, brother. Let your hands go. Or let your hands go, but don't do what Joe Smith did. Don't try and stand there and trade with him. Try and box him. Use your height and your reach advantage. But if he throws against Canelo like a rabbit in the headlights, what's he gonna do against fucking Artur Beterbiev? What Stormy put? Turn Big Joe in to Little Joe. Yeah, he did. So much talent over here, but no one to take them all away. Yeah, I stand by that. I think you have to go to America. I think the Brits do. Cal Brooks said it a few years ago when he fought Bud. He said it on. I forgot why he said it now, but he said it somewhere. He said on the interview, he said, "I've boxed all around the world." He said, "I've trained around the world," and he said, "Going to America is a completely different ball game than what it is to fighting in the UK or training in the UK or training in Europe." Cal Brooks said, when you go to America, the way how they train their fighters and the way how they do things it's just levels above. Britain's left behind, and that's what Cal Brooks said before the Bud Crawford fight. And on art, he said that. I can't remember where I saw it, but I saw it somewhere on YouTube, and that's Cal Brooks telling you. I'd like to watch Joe Joyce go sitting. I have to read that when it pops up. I told Mother. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, Mike. Mike did say that. But I said it on my video. Well, I didn't say it. I said on my video, if you go back and look from the archives on me Zilly Zhang fight, I said, standing in my kitchen, I said, this fight is a 50-50 fight. If Joe can get past round 6 or 7, I said he's got a chance of drowning Zilly Zhang and taking him to the later rounds, but he didn't. And I think the same thing will happen again, and I think Zhang will get him again. And I don't even think Zhang gassed. And me and Stormy are big Joe Joyce fans, both of us. When everyone was saying Joe Joyce is shit, me and Stormy were saying Joe Joyce is good. Mike's never liked him. I don't think Tyrone's ever liked him. Loz, you talking about the interviews when Brooke was crying his heart out. No, 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 no. He wasn't crying on that interview. If you like watching Joe Joyce, go to settings and video speed. Fucking person. Let's see. I love it, Lee. Yeah, fast forward him. And then you'll see him fighting at a real speed. Pissy. He's going to get beat again off Zhang. I'm sorry, but I just can't see him beat you. You're not overnight going to adapt movement and body movement, head movement overnight. You're not going to do it. He had no plan B for Zhang. Like I said on Monday, I said he just lived off his, I'll just come forward and I'll fight you. And that was it. And unfortunately, that's the way I think it's going to go again. I hope Joe does win, but I just can't see. I really can't. Zhang deserves a title match. Yes, he does. Yes, he does, Alex. Absolutely, brother. Totally agree with you. Mike's but Joe's got no defense. Yes, Mike, that's very true. I was watching Joe before the game in the locker room, and the folks were like, "Motherfucker, it's damn slow." Yeah, fucking hell, Mike. I know, he is slow. I tell you what, though, again, give the guy credit, man. Got beat easily off Zhang. Zhang was superb that night, man. Zhang was superb. His timing, his distancing, how he managed to get the distance between him and Joe and keep him at bay. His jab, his big left hand, his movement, everything. It was an almost 9.5 out of 10 performance for Zhilei Zhang, that for me. I don't even think Joe Joyce properly laid an hand on him. He was just brilliant. The distancing and the timing was superb. Every time Joe come in, bam, he'd counterpunch him, bam. It was brilliant. And I think Zhang will do it again easy. That's just my fault. Least put Joe Joyce, not for me, Loz. See his punches coming from Manador. Yeah. Fucking hell, yeah. Go shopping and fucking order a McDonald's and have it and come back and you're still waiting for it to land. Fucking brilliant. Joe should fight someone else and work. Yeah, but Mike, why? Because he's 35, brother. I don't see the point in it. What's Mike? What if you think about it, bro? What's Zhang? That's a nice one, Loz. Yeah, salute to you, brother. Tyrone was right, Mike. If you think about it, why though? Because he's 30. What's he going to learn in one fight, Mike? If he goes away and fights someone else and then comes back and fights Zhang, say he does 8 months, he does 4 months away, goes and fights someone. 4 months later, comes back and fights Zhang. What's he going to learn, Mike, in that one fight, brother? I mean, he could do, but I don't think he will. I just think when it's been bedded in you that you're that way inclined, he's been fighting 15, 16 fights that same way. His fight going away and fighting someone else and then coming back, is that going to change? I don't know. That's the reason why I say, like with Derek James, I think AJ with Derek James, I think it's too late. It's too late for Derek James to do anything with him. I could be wrong, though. That's just my opinion, but I could be wrong. Joe Do White, Lennox Lewis. Oh, he's still here. Salute to you, creator. Lennox Lewis had said that Malik Scott has made improvements with Deontay Wilder. A video can be found on YouTube. Yeah? Excuse me, Malik. Tyrone don't think he has. But I think he has. One thing I do think one thing you can't knock Wilder for is his heart, man. That lad showed heart in that third fight. That if you're ever going out, that's the way how you go out. You go out on your fucking shield, man. And he dragged Fury to that fucking third fight because Fury ducked him, didn't want to fight him. And he fucking dragged Fury's arse through the courts to get there. But yeah, One move, an uppercut. I'm losing the chat now. Joe should fight. Yes, I have boxed. Prefer kickboxing. Boxing is hard as fuck. If you know, you know. Yeah, I did a little bit of boxing myself, Lee, as a kid. When I was a teenager. When I was about 12, 13, maybe 13. I only did it for a couple of years, brother. Didn't have any like big fights or club fights or anything. I had a few like club fights, but nothing like proper like amateur fights, you know what I mean, against other clubs. Just basically lads in our club. I wasn't really going that long. Then my mum and stepdad split up, so I couldn't go anymore because my stepdad, he used to take me. And my mum at the time didn't drive. Where am I going now with this? Read that. Joyce and White should be a terrible fight for Joyce, to be honest. Yeah, Alex. I think Dylan White's gone, mate. I think he's shot to pieces. I really do. Dre's finest. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. And salute to you, man. You're a good brother, you. I I hope you're good out there, Dre, in the DMV. I think Wilder looks better in his movement. Yeah, yeah. I just need to see more Wilder. Couldn't really tell much, especially in that Alani's fight, because it was fucking over before it started. Malik has improved while. I'll read yours in a minute, Stormy, because that stupid love art thing's in the way. Remember, I told you all Wilder becomes mobile and uses those legs. It's a wrap. Motherfuckers only land one punch to knock out the Nordic Nightmare. Yeah, Mike, yeah. Malik has improved Wilder natural, fluidly and athleticism in something that is rare in the division. He can almost beat many of the heavyweights on that alone. Right, yeah. Good point, Stormy. Oh, Tyrone speaking till he's shot. Thanks, Stormy. Oh, you dig. Watch all the trilogy Wilder fights. The first fight was some long count, but Buster Douglas fight, yeah. Peaky Blinders, salute to you, bro. Peaky Builder, sorry, I called you Peaky fucking Blinder. Peaky Builder, salute to you, brother. Thanks for subscribing yesterday. Means a lot. I'll just give you a wrench, brother. Salute to you. It's a shame because I'm just about to get up out of here in a minute. Yeah, the movement of Malik is on camera. I can't see. I can't read the end of that. Why have YouTube stuck that stupid love art in the bottom of your comment section? Does anyone know how to get rid of it? Do you, Stormy? See, it's hiding like the last bit of the question or the comments, should I say? Yeah, the movement of Malik is on camera. Don't mean anything. Dre's finest. Wilder with a top trainer could be. See what I mean? I can't fucking read it. It's pissing me off. That it's Stormy. You know when you go live, bro? If YouTube stuck that stupid love art in the corner of your screen, brother. If there is a way, I'll get rid of it. Yeah, I need to know how to remove it. Yeah, exactly, Stormy. Said Stormy. It's fucking pain in the arse, that is. Fucking hides off of the flipping question. AJ, I think AJ is a no-win situation. He can duck Zhang, and he probably will lose when he fights him. I can only say well done to him for rolling the dice. Yeah, what do you mean by that? Let me read that again. I think. Oh right, fucking hard put. I thought you were on about Anthony Joshua because your name's AJ. Yeah, I agree with you there. Totally, AJ. Yeah, well done to you for rolling the dice. Yeah, absolutely. If Wilder wants to talk about the Kings, right, where's that gone now? It's just jumped on me. Talk about the cow. What about the fight with? And he's got a long count there. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm concerned about the dent in his head and what happens when he gets touched there again. I can't read it, Ty. Sorry, mate. Yeah, let me fucking go on these comments on my laptop. fucking stupid YouTuber that flipping. I'm concerned about the dent on his head and what happens when he gets touched there again, because last time he got hit there, he was pulled away and still ended up badly hurt. Extremely concerned. Yeah, I'll be catching hell trying to watch Storming live. I always watch replay. Alright, salute to you, Dre. I know you do, bro. You're a good man, you, Dre. Harold Scornius should have beaten Wilder by TKO. I never seen that fight. Never seen that. To be honest, I've not really seen a lot of Wilder's fights. I've seen the second Bermain Stavern fight. I've seen all the Fury ones. I saw both of the Luis Ortiz ones. First Luis Ortiz fight was a fucking great fight. That had me on the edge of my chair. Because that could have gone either way. That fight at the time. I've seen the Elenius fight. I think I've definitely seen. Oh, I saw the one where he knocked out. Oh, fucking hell! He was the bald-headed Polish guy. Fucking Wilder. He talking shit at the airport. He said he was going to do Wilder, and then Wilder flatlined him. Oh, what was his name? Doubt Chisora knocked him out as well. I can't think of his fucking name. Polish guy. I think he moved down to cruiserweight in the end. The heavyweights, I'll have to read it off here. The heavyweights need to get busy. They're not any. Yeah, the heavyweight division stinks, man. The heavyweight division stinks for me. I'm sorry if people don't like me saying that. It's just my point of view. I think it stinks because there's just nothing. There's no activity. It's boring. It's like going out on a Wednesday night instead of fucking going out on. Oh, there you go. Arthur Spelker, that was it. Salute to you, brother. You get a wrench for that. I know I always give everyone wrenches, me. Unless they come with shit. Arthur Spelker, that's it, yeah. Wilder done Fury in the first fight. Porky talks about that. The count was 14 seconds. Yes, he does, Peaky Builder. I seen Porky do that because he put the clock next to the video and counted it, and it was 14 seconds. You're right, bro. That's right. Mo Boxing, salute to you, Mo. Salute. Thanks for coming through, Mo. You still in Portugal? Salute to you, brother. It's a 10 count, not a 10-second count. Well, is it though, box fan? Because there's well, you can. What can you say about Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas then? Is that the same? I don't know. There's always confusion over this, I think. It's a good point what you said, though, but there is a confusion over that. Is it a 10 count or is it a 10-second count? Yeah, I'm leaving early in the morning. All right, salute to you. What, you going on another holiday? Fucking hell, Mo. I'm going to have to fucking get a job with you, man. You're going on some fucking holidays, you, Mo. You're all over the show. 1 week you were in fucking Holland, now you're in Portugal. Nah, salute to you, brother. That's what life's about, man. Getting out there and experiencing and sitting at home and fucking rotting. Fucking get out there. A 10-second count, AJ's put. That's what I mean. I would say that. A 10-second count. Not going home now. Yeah, you stay home. But tell you, before I die, before I croak it, there's 2 places on my bucket list. Lisbon, Portugal. I want to go, or anywhere in Portugal and the States. They're the 2 places I want to go before I croak it. By the way, YouTubers got it out for me. Why? Because I don't ever get any notifications. I caught you lost Dion Humble. You dig? Yeah, YouTuber. Some guy, YouTuber, always up to no good, man. Some guy commented. I get loads of comments, and then I read them. Now, when you go on your YouTube account, not your YouTube account, but your YouTube Studio account, you get loads of fucking replies or comments from like months ago, and you never saw them. They're not even there on your YouTube channel. But if you go into your YouTube studio channel, and then months later they'll pop up, and I'm like, I feel right, twat, because I always try to reply to everyone. Can't always reply because when if you do a video what gets a load of views and people comment, I mean, I try to, I will reply to everyone, but you don't get to see all of the thingies, the comments. Then they should get a timer on it every match. Well, boxing fan, yeah, I got no more money. What's your take on Notion's Fury? If he is he the best of his generation? No, 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 not at all. The best for me to be the best of your generation, you got to fight everyone. I'm not saying the guy can't fight. I'm not saying he's shit. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is he's up there as one of the best of his generation. Yeah, of course he is. I can't take that away from him. Yes, he is. But the generation's poor, I think. The generation's poor. And I wouldn't say he is. I would definitely not say he is the best of his generation because he ain't fighting anyone. Usyk, for me, has done a lot more than. I don't know. He's. I just want to see the man fight. And it's not just him. I want to see heavyweights fight. That's what I want to see. And it fucking frustrates me that I don't see any of them fighting. Just based on one word, because he says it don't mean it's true. AJ has the best resume in the heavyweight at the moment. Yeah, good point. Salute to you, bro. Got to leave the chat. I'm off out for a few. I'll watch the rest tomorrow. Salute to you, Peaky Builders. Have a few on me too, son. If you go to Portugal, Algraves, you'll enjoy it, Loss. Yes, I've heard it's very nice over there, Mo. Fury ain't even in my top 10 at this time, to be honest. Fury is the best in terms of boxing skills, but I don't back it up. Good opponents. Alex, not even top 20. And Dre's laughing. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It makes me laugh like when I saw big bad John Fury, big fighting man, saying that when I played that clip in my video the other week, and he was saying, my goat. Tyson Fury ain't no fucking goat, man. Not no goat. You can't class yourself. A goat to me is Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson's. There's questions over Mike Tyson's career heavy early on. Not what I'm saying, but I've heard a few channels say there's questions over Mike Tyson's career earlier on, like the bum with some of them bums and stuff like that. I don't know, but for me, I'll always love Mike Tyson because he was exciting. I looked up to fighters like that. But for me, a GOAT is someone like Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Muhammad Ali, Rocky Marciano. They're the type of fighters, for me, what I would call GOATs, people who cleaned up everything. Or do you know what I'm trying to say? They're GOATs to me. Fighter, for me, a greatest fighter is someone a champion is who fights all comers and don't duck fights. He'll fight anyone who puts a task in front of him. He'll take that challenge, whether he wins, lose or draw. He took that challenge. That's like a goat to me. Most, but there's only one goat, and that's Ali. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. This is a great question for you before I leave. What's Alex? But calling himself the king, he can't be the king if you don't defend the throne. Facts, Alex. Facts. The greatest. Who's he for? Exactly. Yeah. Mike Tyson brings that vibe that he's been replicated ever. Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Excuse me, I'm fucking gassing off this beer. Excuse me. Let me ask you a question. This question's been thrown around for many, many years. And I've been asked this loads of times. McDermott beat him. Yeah, Lee Sharp. Yeah, he did. Who's the greatest fighter of all time? Of all time. Who is the greatest fighter of all time? And I'll let you, or should I just say it now? I want to read your comments. Who is the greatest fighter of all time? I would say what I've always been learned in boxing is Sugar Ray Robinson. Not that I was around when he was around, but that's what I was always led to believe. And off the archives, what I've seen of him, Sugar Ray Leonard, the greatest Sugar Ray Robinson, the greatest boxer of all time. I don't know. People say Ali, people say Sugar Ray Robinson, and then like heavyweight division, some people say Marciano's the greatest heavyweight of all time. Who for you is? I think I don't know. I'd have to say I've always was led to believe that it was Sugar Ray Robinson. All number one for me, but I do Lennox Lewis has to be in the car. Yeah, Lennox is an all-time great. Did you know if you look in, is it Wikipedia or is it Box Rec? Not Wikipedia, Box Rec or some kind of fucking thing. Lennox Lewis is rated the 14th greatest heavyweight of all time in the history of the sport of boxing. Lennox Lewis is that's an honour. That when you think of how many heavyweights there's been over the years and years of boxing, to be ranked for. That's what I read years ago, anyway. Because I did a video years ago on when Lennox was saying that he tried to give AJ advice, and AJ called him a clown. Tommy Morrison was a great fighter. Tommy Morrison was a great fighter, man. Shame what happened to Tommy Morrison. I like Tommy Morrison, man. He was a good fighter, him. That what Ray Mercer did to him was fucking disgusting. That referee should have been fucking hung for that. That referee should have been fucking hung for that. What he did. Sugar Ray Robinson is an all-time great. Yeah, you see, Dre, there you go. If Tommy trained and dedicated, he would have been great. Yeah, Tommy Morrison was no fucking joke, man. Tommy Morrison was no joke. You better believe it, man. Fucking hell. He was unlucky against Michael Bent. He was drilling. Was it Michael Bent? He was drilling him at first. Michael Bent caught him with a peach of a right hand, and he never recovered after it. And then Bent just went to work on him. That was the thing with Tommy. Tommy just seemed to, when he got hit, he's like AJ. If you watch Anthony Joshua when he gets hurt, he's one of the certain fighters who, when they get hit, they stayed hit. They can't shrug it off. They don't know how to defend themselves. They don't know how to hold on. They stay hit. And I think Anthony Joshua is exactly one of them fighters. Like when Klitschko got him, he stayed hit for the whole round and stuff. Joe Louis has to be up there as well. Yeah, absolutely. The Brown Bomber. I think Lennox would have held the bench for 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. What do you mean in this generation? Box fan Lennox was great, but Muhammad Ali ticks all the boxes for me personally. Yeah, that's what I mean. Everyone's got their own opinion, haven't they? For me personally, if I'm truthfully honest, it's a time between Holyfield and Lewis for me. They were probably. I had, mind you, saying that I had a big thing. I had a lot of love for Riddick Bowe. Thought Riddick Bowe was a great fighter. I was gutted when he threw that WBC belt in the bin. Never fought Lewis. That was a shame, because that was a fucking fight to have been made. How far would have Vladimir Klitschko been in all time greats? Yeah, Vlad. I get mixed up all the time. Oh, Vlad and Vitaly. Vitaly was the one who fought Lewis, wasn't he? Yeah, Vladimir's got to be up there, man. People say he was boring and that. like boxing fan said the other day, you never saw him ducking people. It's his style of fighting, isn't it? I'd say Holyfield has a massive question mark next to his career. Are there some suspects by him? What's that juicing? Because I know he's been. Vlad is a top 11. Yeah, Vlad's up there, top 10 before the 2000s. Jack Dempsey, yes, great. Morrison and Tyson went downhill fast. Yeah, Ray Mercer, what a fighter. Big bad Ray Mercer. Fucking hell, man, that guy was a ferocious fight. Yes. And then you got I can't see his name, the Boucher guy. Him who went fucking doolally and saw demons. Is it Ike Boucher? I can't say his name properly. Yes, Ray Mercer, fantastic fighter, man. Fucking hell, I'll tell you what, he was one of them fighters, he was like, I know he became the WBO champion, but Ray Mercer was one of them fighters what was like there, but not just quite there. He was just missing that little bit because he made anyone have a hard time. He did. Look what he did to Lewis. Look what he did to Tommy Morrison. GQ, salute to you, bro. He's put Cassius Clay will never be replaced. Absolutely. Who is the best British boxer of all time? Don't know. That's an hard question, that. Is it Ken Buchanan? Is it Lennox Lewis? Is it Nigel Benn? I mean, there's other fighters better than them. I don't know. That's a good point, that. That's a good point. Who is the best British boxer of all time? I mean, you can't like Josh Taylor. I mean, I know it's modern era, but Josh Taylor, undisputed. I don't even think Britain's ever had an undisputed fighter before, has he? Could be wrong. Henry Cooper, best British boxer for me. Yeah, Henry Cooper, good fighter. Mercer was just lazy. His trainer said, oh, fucking hell, it's jumping like mad on me. He didn't train. He didn't like to train. Right, Derek, yeah. Best British boxer, Jamaican Canada, the Jamaican Canadian Brit Lennox Lewis. Yeah, Lennox was a badass, man. I'd say Lennox Lewis. Lewis was undisputed. Yes, true. Yes, he was. My bad. But Lennox never, well, to be fair, even though the WBO was out there, it wasn't recognised, was it, like it is today? Because back then it was the IBF, WBA, and the WBC. But Lennox did actually hold the IBO as well back then, which I don't. That's a fucking garbage arse belt, that. I don't know, man. It's a good question, that. Lennox was a great fight. See, that's when boxing was boxing, man. That's when boxing. I'm so glad that I grew up and I caught that era. Mike Tyson, Michael Moorer, Riddick Bowe, Donovan Razor Rudder, Ray Mercer, Smoking Burt Cooper, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Tommy Morrison, Michael Benn, Smoking Burt Cooper, all of them. They were all fighting all the time. Hagler's the greatest fighter for me, Dre, most definite. Marvelous Marvin Hagler is my favourite fighter of all time. I love Sugar Ray Leonard. I met Leonard years ago. I'm sure I've still got the picture. Yeah, I have. I met Sugar Ray Leonard years ago. King's Hall. I don't know if you can see that. Top bloke, man, as well, Leonard. Lovely bloke. Met him. Lovely bloke. I told him when I had my photo done with him, I said to him, and on art now, this true story. When I met Sugar Ray Leonard, I said to him, "You didn't win that fight against Hagler," and he just laughed. Just laughed. And patted me on my shoulder. Just laughed. I said, Hagler won that fight. You didn't win that fight. But what a lovely bloke, Sugar Ray Leonard. I met Richie Woodall same night as well. It was at King's Hall in Stoke-on-Trent. One of them. It's for my stepdad's 50th birthday party, birthday present. Sugar Ray was doing a tour of the country. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you all. Because I'm going to have to Henry Akinwande. Yeah, he was a good fighter. What wasn't Akinwande British, wasn't he? Obviously not British, but excuse me. Was he Nigerian but British born? Or something like that? Or he was born in Africa and then brought over here for Holyfield's headbutt. Oh God, what's Box Van put now? Holyfield had a headbutt. Holyfield could be a dirty fighter. You're right there, because I remember Riddick Bowe always saying when he fought him in one of the fights, he used his thumb off one of the gloves, and it went in his eye. I think it was Riddick Bowe who said that. Floyd Mayweather, yeah, Mayweather's a great fighter. Fucking bellend outside the ring. Can't stand the bloke outside the ring, but fantastic fighter. Look at what Holyfield did to Raymond in the Akinwande. Starched Gypsy John. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He starched him clean out. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. Right, I'm going to get up out of here because it's getting really late. It's it's 10 to 11. I'm going to end this show. I've been on nearly 2 hours, but thank you for everyone. Bo should be the last guy calling someone dirty. Yes, Riddick Bowe was dirty. Yes, he was. He was, Stormy. Especially, mind you saying that, though, Andre fucking Glotter was a dirty bastard, wasn't he? When he fought Riddick Bowe. Yeah, Riddick Bowe was a dirty fighter, Stormy. You're right. Because I was watching a load of Bowe's fights a few weeks ago on YouTube, and he loved hitting behind the head and stuff like that. He was a dirty fighter, Riddick Bowe. You're right there, Stormy. You ain't going there. Don't you start that shit, Stormy. Fucking hell, that's a Mike thing. You ain't going anywhere because he didn't bare knuckle. Yeah, John Fury's full of shit. Right, Stormy B Man, Dre's Finest, Mo Boxing, John, Alex Cooper, salute to you. Lucan, salute to you, bro. Derek Bailey, salute. Lee Sharp, salute to you, my good brother. Tyrone, GQ. Who else is in the house? Fucking loads. Boxing fan, salute to you, bro. AJ, Peaky Belder. Oh, there's too many to name. Salute creator, whatever, remote influencer, AJ, Stormy B Man, everyone. Salute to you. I'm up out of here. Thanks for showing love. Thanks for coming through. Stormy, hit me up, brother, next week. Seriously. Or hit me up in the middle of the week, and I'll definitely jump on with you. No problem, Stormy. I'm sorry I didn't catch your emails, bro, but we'll definitely do it next week. Peace out. I'll catch you all in the week. Have a great week. Peace out.